This is what I have done to achieve my version of success in 2022. The biggest thing I did was just to set absolutely audacious goals which have a very, very real chance of failing. Now, people that I've worked with before would have always said to me, but you always say, set yourself up for success. And yes, absolutely, you need to be setting yourself up for success. However, the goals that you set need to be, or in my opinion, really, really ambitious. They need to excite you and they need to motivate you. Setting small goals which don't really excite you and don't really motivate you are not going to set you up for success. Now, obviously, the comeback to this is going to be, how are you setting yourself up for success if there's a very real chance of failure? And here's how you do this. You have this very ambitious goal, but the system that you set up to get you to that goal should be very, very simple, very, very achievable with a real chance of success. You know, like 99%, I can do this. So, what's an example of this? So, let's say your goal is, I'm just going to pluck this out of the air, is to lose 10 kilos in 5 weeks, right? I'd say that's an incredibly ambitious goal. Now, there's a very, very real chance that you will fail at losing that amount of weight in that time frame. But what you can do is set up some habits which you know you'll be able to do to get you there. So, for example, a really easy habit that you could set to do that would be drink a pint of water whenever you wake up in the morning. That is setting yourself up for success. Now, it might be that in 5 weeks you haven't actually achieved that goal, but what you will have done is you will have been successful in setting up a string of extremely powerful small habits which will see you through for the long run. And this is what I mean when I talk about setting yourself up for success and not failure. I feel a lot of people will miss out on setting incredibly ambitious goals, and the reason they do that is because of a fear of failure. Definitely something I used to really struggle with, probably at the start of last year. I would definitely avoid doing things because I'd be worried that I'd fail. It took me quite a while to break that and just go, you know what, this is what I'm saying I'm going to do, and this is what I'm punching for. And there were so many things I did last year that I got wrong and I completely failed at. But in the process of setting those things up and getting those things off the ground and getting them running, I learned a huge amount. I learned a huge amount about the way I do things and why I do things, and literally just the systems and the things I put in place to do that. And it's also set me up to go on and succeed in other areas from those lessons learned. I've learned what not to do. I don't know if the dog's still up here or not. Oh no, she's going to say hello, and maybe you can hear the lad as well in the background. Anyway, back to a more professional piece. So yeah, it is about setting yourself up for success with the process that you're going to use to hit these really ambitious goals. If I'd have never punched for those really ambitious goals and been willing to fail at them, I'd have never got the processes set up which have enabled me to go on and be successful in other areas. So we need to be incredibly ambitious. Do not be scared of failure, but then make sure the process that you're using to get there is extremely easy to follow. If you're going to take one thing forward in 2023, make it that. That is how you'll end up seeing longevity in everything that you do and being successful, not in 2 months' time, but in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years' time. Have a brilliant year, and I really hope you found this useful. If you want to get in touch with me and you want to have a chat about how we dive into a bit more detail with this, just shoot me a message on Instagram and we can have a chat.